The Gaza Strip is a name that frequently appears in the news, yet many people may not fully grasp its history and the current situation surrounding it. In this video, we will delve into the region's background, history, and the ongoing challenges it faces. Stay tuned to gain a deeper understanding of the Gaza Strip. The Gaza Strip is a narrow piece of land situated along the eastern coast of the Mediterranean Sea. It measures 41 kilometers in length, 6 to 12 kilometers in width, and covers a total area of 365 square kilometers. With a population exceeding 2.3 million people, it ranked as one of the most densely populated areas globally. Most residents of the Gaza Strip are descendants of refugees who fled or were expelled from the region that became Israel after the 1948 Arab-Israeli War. Remarkably, around 600,000 Gazans continue to live in refugee camps. The Gaza Strip, like any other region in Palestine and Israel, has a rich and dynamic history. Before World War I, Gaza, along with the entire region, was part of the Ottoman Empire. Following the war and dissolution of the Ottoman Empire, Gaza fell under British mandate, a situation that persisted for about 3 decades. After the end of the British mandates for Palestine in 1948 and Israel's declaration of independence, a conflict erupted in the region. While Israel claimed a general victory, the Gaza Strip came under Egyptian occupation. At the initiative of Egypt, the All-Palestine government was established in Gaza City, gaining recognition from all Arab League members except Transjordan, which controlled the West Bank at the time. The All-Palestine government governed Gaza for approximately 10 years. In 1959, following the merger of Egypt and Syria and establishment of a new country called the United Arab Republic, President Nasser of the newly formed nation issued a decree dissolving the All-Palestine government. Consequently, though Egypt did not formally annex the Gaza Strip, it administered the territory as a controlled region through a military governor. In June 1967, another war known as the Six-Day War broke out between Israel and the Arab states. Israel emerged victorious, leading to the occupation of Gaza Strip by Israeli forces. This occupation continued until the Oslo Accords. According to the Oslo Accords, most of the Strip was transferred to the newly established Palestinian National Authority. However, approximately 20% of the total territory remained under Israeli control due to the presence of settlements. During this time, Israel also began constructing a barrier around the Strip and established 3 additional settlements within Gaza. In September 2005, after years of conflict, Israel executed a unilateral disengagement plan, withdrawing its citizens and demolishing all settlements within the Gaza Strip. Israel claimed this plan would end its occupation of Gaza, but many human rights organizations disputed this, asserting that Israel still maintained direct external control over Gaza and indirect control over daily life within the region. Israel retained control over Gaza's air and maritime space, along with 6 of Gaza's 7 land crossings. The sole exception, Rafah crossing located on the border with Egypt, also operated under certain restrictions. Egypt agreed to permit only designated individuals to use the crossing, and all goods, vehicles, and trucks entering or exiting Egypt had to pass through the Kerem Shalom crossing, subject to full Israeli supervision. In 2006, the second Palestinian parliamentary election was held, resulting in a victory for Hamas, a group designated as a terrorist organization by the US. They opposed the Oslo Accords and peace negotiations with Israel. Following the election, violent conflicts erupted between various Palestinian groups. In 2007, Hamas took control of the Gaza Strip, prompting Israel and Egypt to impose an indefinite blockade on the region. Since the 2006 election, tensions in Gaza Strip has escalated, leading to numerous conflicts between Israel and the territory. In most cases, these conflicts involved rockets launched from Gaza and airstrike by Israeli forces. At times, Israel initiates attacks, while at the other times, Palestinians do so. These conflicts have resulted in a tragic loss of life, with over 5,000 Palestinians and 185 Israelis killed by September 2023. Since 2011, Israel has closed all crossing into Gaza Strip except for Erez in the north and Kerem Shalom in the south. The restrictions on entry of goods into Gaza are severe. Israel controls the electricity supply, providing only a few hours of power each day. Many essential items are prohibited from import, often categorized as dual-use items by Israeli authorities. Even though a minimum number of calories necessary to prevent malnutrition was calculated based on a document from Israel's coordinator for government activities in the territories, the number of daily truckloads allowed in the Gaza fell short for this calculation. The blockade has led to a dire economic situation, with around 50% of Gazans living below the poverty line and approximately 45% unemployed. This situation has given Gaza the unfortunate label of the world's largest open-air prison. In October 2023, following an attack by Hamas on Israel, the tragic loss of over 1,400 lives, primarily civilians, and the taking of more than 20 hostages, Israel imposed a total blockade on the Gaza Strip. This blockade included the restriction of food, water, medicine, fuel, and electricity, accompanied by an unprecedented aerial assault. Israeli officials claimed that their action targeted Hamas, but by October 15th, over 2,700 Palestinians had lost their lives, including more than 700 children and 500 women. Many considered these Israeli actions as a form of collective punishment. The Israel Defense Forces ordered the evacuation of northern Gaza, which comprises roughly half of the region's population. There is also an intention in Israel to launch a military ground operation in the Gaza Strip, a move that has raised concerns among human rights activists, fearing a mass loss of civilians' lives. In this video, we explored the situation in the Gaza Strip, its complex history, and the ongoing humanitarian crisis. If you found this content informative, please like it and subscribe to my channel. I would love to hear from you, so feel free to share your thoughts, comments, and ideas for future topics in the comment section. Thank you for joining, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.